2.3 to go. Thompson on Brown. Got the shot.
How would you describe the feeling as that shot left your hands and you knew you guys had it?
That felt great. I knew that was going in. I knew it was in our breath. That's my first game winning. I feel like Kobe.
LeBron James is his idol, but at the moment he made the game-winning shot, he felt like Kobe Bryant. A second-year rookie, against the reigning champion and finals MVP Jaylen Brown, sealed the game with a clutch pull-up jumper. After the game, the entire nation was in an uproar. Teammates and fans alike had this to say: the Houston Rockets have found their cornerstone for the next 10 years. In his last 4 games, he has averaged 21.8 points, 11.2 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.2 steals per game. To make it to the NBA, he dropped out of school for 2 years, even giving up the chance to attend college, choosing instead to join the OTE. His name is Thompson, the new cornerstone of the Houston Rockets. Has a twin brother, Thompson, who plays for the Detroit Pistons. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick said, "NBA players belong to the top 1% of ordinary people, but he is in the top 1% of NBA players." LeBron James himself described the Thompson twins as possessing a level of pure athleticism never seen before in history. So how did these brothers make their way from OTE to the NBA step by step? And his twin brother were born into a family of athletes. Their father, Troy Thompson, played basketball in his youth. Their older brother, Troy Thompson Jr., was a multi-year starter on his college basketball team, and their uncle, Mark Thompson, represented Jamaica in the 400-meter hurdles at the 1992 Olympics. Both brothers idolized LeBron James. Ever since they were kids, they used markers to write LeBron James' height all over their bedroom walls and staircase entrances. Flashback to 2 years ago, at the 2023 NBA Draft. When Thompson was selected 4th overall by the Houston Rockets, followed immediately by his brother at 5th overall by the Detroit Pistons, they both turned to embrace a man who was half a head shorter than them, their older brother, Troy Thompson Jr. Troy Thompson Jr. is 8 years older than the twins. To them, he was not just a protector but also the ultimate boss they had to defeat in their basketball journey. When we first played one-on-one, we eventually had to switch to 2-on-1, but we still got dominated. In the twins' memories, their older brother was a sharpshooter with average athleticism but exceptional shooting skills. One time, the 3 brothers signed up for a street ball tournament together. The coach wanted them on the same team, but the twins refused, saying, "He never passes the ball. He truly believes he's a shooting guard and only passes when absolutely necessary." So, in the minds of the Thompson twins, they grew up modeling their games after LeBron, versatile players who could pass and defend, not just score. They shared the same dream, to make it to the NBA and become the next iconic players. They would write 6 feet 9 inches on their walls, believing that if they wrote it down enough times, they would grow to be as tall as LeBron. In 8th grade, a doctor predicted would only grow to be 6 feet tall. At the time, he was still very skinny, and his coach described him as looking like spaghetti. He couldn't even do 10 push-ups. But dreams are not just about talking. To get better at basketball, the twins would dribble 2 miles with their left hands, take 200 shots, and wear weighted vests while hiking 5 miles up the hills of Oakland. When the gym was closed, they played outside until it was too dark to see. Sometimes, after team practice, they would secretly hide in the bathroom, waiting for everyone to leave before sneaking back onto the court to train in an empty gym. Hard work paid off. By the time he graduated high school, had grown to 6 feet 6 inches with an incredible 7-foot wingspan. At 6 feet 5 inches, was slightly shorter but had the same 7-foot wingspan. Their speed, bounce, and quickness were jaw-dropping. In a state championship game, fouled out, and exploded for 43 points, leading his team to a double overtime victory. As the final buzzer sounded, Ursor stormed the court, hugging Ermen and pointing excitedly at the scoreboard. Their performances caught the attention of Tim Fuller, the then scouting director for the OTE League. Fuller called their father, Troy Thompson. "We have the latest training technology here, along with NBA-level trainers." Fuller also offered the Twins a $100,000 annual salary. OTE is an influencer-driven basketball league, and at first, Troy was hesitant to let his sons join what seemed like a content creation platform. But Fuller was relentless, calling and texting over and over again until he eventually won over the family with his sincerity. In the US, the best path to the NBA is typically through college and NCAA competition. Faced with such a lucrative opportunity offered by Fuller, their father decided to send the Twins to OTE. OTE provided them with full support. They had access to state-of-the-art gyms and training facilities, and NBA-level shooting coaches worked to refine their shooting mechanics. In college, coaches don't give players nearly as much dedicated training time. But at OTE, the Twins had unlimited hours to refine their skills and improve their weaknesses. Ermen took full advantage of this opportunity. He and his brother lived in the gym, using high-tech shooting systems to measure their accuracy and working on one-on-one battles. Sometimes, they trained so late that they just slept on the gym floor. To get in extra workouts, they found creative ways. When the team's official practice ended, they would pretend to leave with everyone else, then sneak back in through the bathroom and return to the court once the gym was empty. Once, when the gym was closed, they played at a nearby outdoor court until nightfall. As he grew older, Ermen eventually reached 6 feet 7 inches, with an even more impressive athletic profile. In the OTE League, he averaged 16.4 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game. In OTE, the Thompson twins became the poster boys of this rising league. Some say that skipping the NCAA to join OTE was because the six-figure salary was too tempting, but the two brothers believe that having access to modern courts and training facilities was the real reason. College teams are limited to a maximum of 4 hours of practice per day and no more than 20 hours per week, whereas at OTE, they had unlimited time to refine their skills and improve their weaknesses. They couldn't play in the NCAA, but they had their own league games and even opportunities to compete against top European clubs, including those from Spain. Do you remember Ermen Thompson's first time stepping onto an NBA court? It was his NBA debut, and he was so nervous that he couldn't even hold the ball properly. Unlike most carefully nurtured rookies, Ermen was in a highly competitive environment. As a 6 feet 7 inches tall point guard, he played almost every position. When Jalen Green struggled, he stepped in at shooting guard to attack the rim. When Jabari Smith Jr. was out due to illness, he took on help defense and rim protection. And when Alperen Sengun was unavailable, Ermen became Ime Udoka's go-to option at the 5. On offense, Ermen primarily relied on his athleticism, cutting, fast breaks, and second-chance points. Veteran Steven Adams praised the young star, "I've never played with someone like him. His speed is unbelievable, and his explosiveness and bounce are just insane." Keep in mind that Adams has played alongside Russell Westbrook and Ja Morant, which makes this praise all the more valuable. On defense, Ermen was every ball handler's nightmare. And just a year later, he had already made rapid progress. Most importantly, he learned a lot from his idol this summer. Ermen Thompson's idol? None other than the 40-year-old LeBron James. Ermen has been working hard to emulate LeBron's playing style. Last summer, Ermen had the privilege of being part of the 2024 USA Basketball men's select team, allowing him to be up close with his idol. He learned a lot from LeBron, his elite athleticism, his high basketball IQ, and his ability to find open teammates and deliver pinpoint assists. This deeply impressed Ermen Thompson. During their matchups, he carefully observed LeBron's every move, And LeBron even privately advised him, "Hey kid, when you're on the court, stay calm, stay focused, and always read the game and your teammates' positioning." Throughout the summer, Thompson absorbed invaluable lessons from LeBron. So this season, we are witnessing a brand new version of Thompson. This season, he has held his matchups to a 37.1% field goal percentage, the lowest in the league, while primarily defending the opposing team's star players. Against Jalen Brunson, he limited him to 33%. Against Luka Doncic, just 25%. And against Kyrie Irving, he didn't allow him to make a single shot. He is the key to the Rockets' switch-heavy defense. This is only Erman's second season. For most young players, simply excelling at their primary role is already difficult. But Erman? He's capable of playing multiple positions and stepping in wherever he's needed. Rockets assistant coach Sullivan said, "Erman is such a great person. He has a tremendous amount of maturity for a young person coming into this league. His ability to learn and adapt, I think, is going to be one of the things that really helps him. He's like a sponge. He just soaks up information. He wants to know why. He asks a lot of questions, and he wants to know why we're doing things a certain way." The reason for the Rockets' rapid rise? Thompson's rapid growth. Their defensive efficiency ranks 4th in the league, and they are 1st in rebounding. And at the core of their defense and rebounding dominance is Thompson. The Rockets have many capable defenders, but the true anchor of their defensive system is Thompson. Help defense, rotations, one-on-one defense, rebounding, blocking shots, and stealing passes, Thompson does it all. At first, Rockets fans thought selecting Thompson with the 4th pick was a disaster. Now, it's clear Thompson has fast-tracked their rebuild. In the game against the Boston Celtics, who would have thought the Rockets would push them to the final second? And who could have expected Thompson to hit the game winner with 0.7 seconds left? Just a month ago, at the end of a game against the Miami Heat, Thompson got into a heated exchange with Tyler Herro, then body slammed him to the floor, earning himself a 2-game suspension. Some saw it as an irrational act, but to Thompson, he simply refuses to back down. A season has passed, and the Thompson twins have proven that their decision to develop in OTE was the right one. While their three-point shooting still needs work, their defensive impact, mid-range game, and focus far exceed expectations for their draft class. LeBron James' playstyle and influence remain the long-term benchmark for the twins' careers, while Kobe Bryant's work ethic continues to be their guiding principle. Their ultimate dream? To meet in the NBA Finals, go head-to-head, and personally take each other down for the championship. And soon, their heroic moment will come once again.